Still know where it stopped.
The bottom of the back page of page 8. You mean starting from where it says within it?
남원에 그 돌는 게 좋은 점 있는 거 군지는 탐지가 좋다가 So today, I think there's some part maybe cannot, better not, who those who haven't received highest tantra grade initiation. So beginning part is okay, but I think after some time, then maybe those who haven't received great initiation, then maybe not to listen. You can sleep. Or put something in the ear. Anyway, yeah. So. So then maybe better not to listen. So that okay. Yeah, the motivation, the purpose of my life is to not achieve happiness for myself, and then even liberation from samsara. So purpose of my life is to benefit the sentient beings, to free the numberless hell beings, hunger ghosts, animals, human beings, suras, asuras, intermediate beings, from the oceans of samsara sufferings, and bring them in the Buddhahood, total cessation of the obscuration, not a growth but subtle, or the complete realization, Sanggye, so that through that by myself alone, then even that go quickly. So therefore then I must achieve full enlightenment. It's quite possible. Therefore then, the numberless beings already the achieved enlightenment, the in the brief lifetime or distant time, so and even present in future, and then through this Lama Chopa practice yoga, Guru Yoga, this Lama Chopa, then Lamji Sok means Lamji Sok, the principle, main thing of the path, the heart of the path, most important. So they've gone to listen to commentary, so that. 저때는 이제와다 bet이 샤베 타마베 계시게 당지 덴비엘라메스가 나버스나 심지가 된 잡아서보단 라메 구이 외다 그도 순간에 제소 저쪽에 남아지를 와이를 근데 야 집에 잠바로 송어에 저쪽에 남아 공부하다 간절한테 매 늦어다 본라부터 스네 담한테라 산제가 주저 가바송하다 말에 신세배 집에 남아지다 가바송 바 마동하라 제제 남아네 제장이 또 담아비 그외진가 남아지다 심지가 된 잡아송하다 주저와 남아도 질레변이 굴려서 셔넬레베 잡아송하다 라만네 라벨레 남아공 가바송라 yang lama nye yunde tamche tobe pumo ta chene yunde mangu toche rwa chenpe yunde kanda ke charangange chunga chinge chude chaba che taman che chaba ta chibe yunde ka charangange me che che chude yine me chibe lama la tinye chaba rawa ta kaba suwa tenyang zhubo nyu chuke weche tamche yinpa suwa nama kuche temo tra ma rawa chaba chayi lama sangye che chujua chibe chenyu kwa me chawo. This I just mentioned. From the main basic root scriptures, it said that Vajradhara alone, in degenerate time, manifests as a descent in the aspect of the ordinary virtues friend, then to the work for sentient beings. So the Kasore Phadampa Sanggye mentioned Kasore, who happened during millennium time. Phadampa Sanggye came from India. I think I mentioned in the past also. So millennium was coming down. Then Phadampa Sanggye going to Tibet, Tingri. So millennium knew Phadampa Sanggye was coming. So he manifested a flower in the road, side of the road, manifested a yellow flower. So to check what the Phadampa Sanggye could recognize. So he came by and could recognize it. That was Minerva. Yeah, so that's Minerva tested, like that Phadampa Sanggye. So Phadampa Sanggye mentioned if you are sorry. Buddha is more special than Guru. Vajradhara is more special than Guru. Then you never achieve realization in your life. If you think like that. So Buddha is something special to Guru, or Buddha Vajradhara is something special to Guru. If you have that kind of the kind of thinking, then recognition, then you want to achieve the realization in this life. So that means no enlightenment. So Sanggye legend, Lama Chopa Sunguru said Junga Tingriwa. So he advised Tingriwas recognize that Guru is more special than Buddhas. Then the realization will come this life. So that means the enlightenment can happen this life. Oh, the Phadampa Sanggye said from his experience. I remember that many years ago in Australia, first course we did it Diamond Valley. Was it right? Diamond Valley? We did a course at Diamond. First time when we arrived in Australia, Lama and myself. Most time, blah blah blah. I do, who is nothing, whose mind is empty, so nothing. So I do blah 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 blah. I talk about suffering, samsara suffering, Lord, and one night I guided the Lord and sufferings. So I said, if you don't do meditation now, then you will never do. So we went through the meditation of the Lord and suffering, held realm, the different realm. So one day in the evening or night or in the evening. So then what happened was, I remember, big pieces as empty, here empty, here empty. So then I was giving teaching, and then people were with the rickshaws, with a backpack. With a backpack, they're living. While I was teaching. So I had to think, merely label the person as living. So Lama comes from time to time when their minds were down, so much grieving or so much kind of unhappiness, the suffering of samsara, and the shortcomings of the old dharma, which is the life that we've been living. So all the shortcomings of that. So people. So then Lama come time to time, make them to laugh. Lama make them to laugh so much, and then the mind goes up again. So sometimes that's something in the Kapon, same Kapon. So anyway, of course, Kapon, in the early times like this, just a few words. I think to the Pemo was guiding the meditation. And I was maybe spent 2 weeks or something, Lord realm suffering the shortcomings of eternal dharma, and then after 12 o'clock, the people have to go to eat. But they go under the bodhi tree, they eat under the bodhi tree. That time also Kapon wasn't, primitive. Kapon was much primitive now. Now it's a 5-star hotel, like 5-star hotel. But that time very primitive. So people have to eat under the bodhi tree, and then because toilets. I guess maybe, I don't know, not well taken care of. I'm not sure what it is that, but here the food, then here smell. Because you have nose. Because you have nose to smell. So because here food, then here smell from toilet. It's a very good offering. They hear food, then here this is to smell. So smell from toilet, or the smell from toilet come here. So it's like that every day. Those early times it's like that. But people, not everyone leave from the hotel, from the castle, not everyone leave. So we tried hard like this in a long time. The facilities are very poor, and we tried very hard. So in the very early times, beginnings, so monks, young monks, they just built a 3-story room, very simple. And so when it's court time, then inches stay in those rooms, and then young boys stay in the tent by laying down grass, hay, on the floor. Then they sleep that, and the tent around, and very early times. So sometimes they didn't have even proper drawer, proper drawer. Yeah, so that I heard the house just very quickly built up for the young monks to stay. It's called Novalinga. That time, a long time ago. Now they built new and for a long time ago. So tried very, very hard with much hardships. For many years. So many years, hardships. People with much hardships, they listen Dharma, they meditated in the early times. That's a kind of, we can say hippie time, happy time, hippie time. Like that. Maybe both, hippie time and happy time. That's it. Anyway, so anyway, what I can say, I forgot. Oh yeah, Diamond Valley. I have to remember back. Yes. They forgot what I wanted to mention, because I mentioned those other parts. Then the main thing I was going to mention, I forgot now. The side of the talk. Yes. Yes. Now I remember. Sorry, thank you. There was a tall guy. Or you can say hippie guy or whatever. Tall guy, I don't remember his name. So Lama get Chinese initiation at the Chinese Buddhist temple or society in Sydney. And then Lama was making a meditation, Chinese meditation. And this tall guy helped. He brings food from the main kitchen way down there. From there he ran away. He's very tall. He ran out, bring food in our kitchen. just after Lama's room, that in the barandri where you go down. So there's a fireplace. I mean the stove. Lama make food. So he was helping Lama to write down the English. So he says, he told Lama, I don't know about anything, but I know you. He said, he told Lama, I don't know Chinese, but I know you. He said. So he's going to start center, Ganapati Center. I don't remember Lama gave Ganapati initiation. So we ordered Ganapati statue in Nepal, and I think he received, and somewhere he's going to have center of Ganapati, but then I don't know what happened. Don't remember. It was a long time ago when we came to the course. What is it called? Diamond Valley. First course, before we start Chinese Institute, or the oldest center in Australia. That when it started, then Melbourne Dara House, more or less. After that, we went to Melbourne. I think, yeah. Then Dara House kind of started, so like that. Because when so he said that he does not change it, but he knows. But I know you, little Lama. Oh, Phadampa Sanggye said this, Phadampa Shayulwa said, you see, if you regard Buddha as more special than Guru, or as Vajradhara as special than Guru, then you never achieve realization in this life. That with his experience, I mentioned. So that, so here, so from the main scripture, Tantric scriptures, the Dojang Ni, so Dojang itself, so Nidus in the judgment time, descend ordinary aspect, word is French, and do the work for sentient beings. Said like that, Sungbatang. Also, pictures with Buddha, pictures of 10 directions in the holy body of the Vajra Master. About in the holy body of the Vajra Master, then do the work for disciples. Do the work for disciples. That's the one thing said. Then Lama Ni Hai number Gonga was Sunglas, and then the Guru itself, then more special than the deity. The only Vajradhara, Khatora Gwe Samaja, Emetagachar Sambara, so forth. Oh, that's the practice, that's the meditation. Gongwa also, that need to meditate like that. So we have to that understanding, so realization. So that is the yeah. So the Guru Yoga practice like that. The other thing, Lama Ni, in the sense of what Guru itself, to decide your heart, Guru itself is heaps of the completely all the quality. So having omniscience, all the yes, all the realizations, all part of enlightenment. In your mind, total determination that it's a great heap of complete all the quality. And then in the then with great hope, receiving in your mind from the Guru, receive many qualities with great hope. And then come to get Charagange, then Chet Chabadans. So whatever called that, to receive it to you there, then working for that. Tamte sabotage from your heart, ceased all the mistakes. In the Guru's whole mind, ceased all the mistakes. This way, you don't. So this way, by thinking this way, you see the thought of superstition that there's mistake in the Guru, so do not rise. You don't do purposely. You don't generate it purposely. Lama Tathagatas Sungmatang, it is said in the teaching, look at the Guru as a Tathagatas Sungmatang. It is said that is also samaya to quickly achieve realization with you. So those things are explained like the tip of the kusha grass, without mixed, without broken, without mixed. So explained. So must not satisfy just mere words. Oh, you should regard the Guru as Buddha. Just mere words. It's not satisfied with just with that. Often those key, the most important key, see how to think, how to practice. That will quickly achieve realization in your path of enlightenment, in your quickly achieving enlightenment. But depending, say how much you feel, or so if you feel ready from the heart like this, then that's what quickly achieve the realizations, quickly achieve the enlightenment, like that. Then, yes, you are quicker to achieve enlightenment. That means you are quicker to free the numberless sentient beings of hell, hunger, ghosts, animals, human beings, from the oceans of samsara suffering. Quicker. And then quicker to bring them to enlightenment. Like that. Benefit is like sky. Most amazing. So therefore, how this is most important in practice in your life, you can understand. That's the root of the path to enlightenment. So all the answers are there. You know how long it takes time you to achieve enlightenment. 대단히 담배 남게 둔지서 주가와 인라 당아 되기로 담배 명아 예 준들지도 인나 다들 제 잡아서 되는데 띵이도죠 응게 주고 다음 주생 고르생데 두주도만에 남단 도마라 송비엘라만 주제 명아 용도 잡아 싱데던 배 고제수도 제배 잠을 자냐 장난도제 소랑아진 자만에 동에 고제소다 자연을 위해서라서 주다 양찬난도 제네르버다고 뭐다바치 뭐사라서 주데 필요하다 알레가 시기 니명한테다 두제 그완제데 제대 잠배도 개도 어떤 게 외신이 되게 라마들로 지다때 배도 너무 지도송 tamege chanta tenda gwe chinye tingi tenjilo me tala kuti ta nyeba buzo soda chebra du jenga jo we yonde yonde yungan ta ching nenga yele me chebe kendo ge samata gwe tu je ta no ru nam sawara sungso. So now how this teaching advice came from the learned, highly attentive beings from the advice showing that. And the Dharma king, Shakyamuni Buddha, and due to the karma of the sentiments who are objective subject, to then manifest in the Chogochugu, the manifestation of Supreme Holy Body, supremeness, manifestation of supremeness, and the Vajradhara, Holy Body of the Vajradhara. And it is mentioned in so many Sutra Tantra texts, so many times it is said. The complete advice of the Guru Yoga, then in this world, who happened around Buddha, that's Mitya Buddha, Manjushri, Pachapani, so all those they received. They have. And then from Mitya Buddha, Asanga, the Asangas, the relatives, and Manjushri, the other one, the Manjushri, then Nagarjuna, Chandrakirti Soboda, and lineage. The another lineage, Pachapani, Indrapati, Gombodeva Chembo, Savior Bliss, and then Great Saraha, so forth, and came through those lineage. Then from those highly learned attend, from those yogis, Then some of them came through the lineage of those great yogis, learned. Then some of them put into letter for this sentence for objective subject. Then perfect perfect material Buddha. So then the ornaments of Sutra was again. Then it is said, object to be relied upon, to be followed, is the characteristic of the word friend. Having the qualities, characteristics, qualities of Guru. And then how that Guru guided, how those Gurus, how the disciples follow or rely on them, details explained. There's a 10 qualities mentioned, you see. So, 10 qualities mentioned. Sorry. The living the 3-hour trainings after the having the kasure in the other schools, the ultimate view according to those other schools, those lower schools, then particularly having understanding the kasure Madamika, the Patimoksha. So Tantriya Patimoksha, the true schools, and especially the last one, Tantriya and the Sanggye. So Sanggye's view, especially having those understandings, not just intellectual understanding, I think it's the realization. Things like that, and then having compassion, so forth, like that, able to be a hardship to the disciple, and they have compassion, so forth, and so there are about 10. If you don't have then possible 8. If not possible 8, then 4 from those whole things like that mentioned. However, in a short, very short, then who emphasizes cherishing other sentient beings, bodhicitta, who emphasizes bodhicitta, so lead the disciple in that, cherishing others, oneself, others. So that because it's the most important thing in the lives, your goal, your practice. So then it allows the disciple to achieve enlightenment. Then at least who emphasizes samsara is nature of suffering. So you need to be free from samsara. So at least the maximum to achieve nirvana, the blissful state of peace for yourself. Free forever yourself from samsara. So oceans of suffering samsara and the cause delusion karma. So you're totally free from that. So then at least you see we emphasize Dharma, this life, working this life and the future life is more important. You see, the clinging this attachment, clinging this life, or working this life, it's only suffering. It's only creating suffering. Besides experiencing result, suffering which is the result of past negative karma. Besides that, this life again creating suffering. So that meaningless, and then working for future life happiness. Working for this life is to be renounced. Working for future life, and future life is not just one. Future lives. So the happiness, the most important example. You see, working for this our happiness. Then you don't work for all the coming hours happiness. You don't work. Only concerned this our happiness. So that's so silly. You don't make preparation for the happiness coming. Happiness of all the hours after this hour, all the hours. You don't prepare happiness for all those coming hours. That's kind of very silly thing, very childish thing, very silly thing. So similar, you only concern this today's happiness. You never think happiness to prepare